is up, guys, and welcome to another edition of Market Marauders, beating the market one trade at a time. For you, the Market Marauders investment channel helps you find the best deals in the market. If that's something you're interested in, make sure you smash the subscribe button down below, like, comment, and share. Now, today has been a pretty rough week for trading in general, for me at least. Hope everybody was able to lock in those profits, but this will be week 3 of my trading challenge to trade this account to $1 million. So, going into what we have on here so far. So as far as week 1, we had a total of $228.67 profit. Week 2, $10.77 profit, and then going to go over the week 3 plays. So I traded quite a bit this week. Some of you all may be saying, how are you able to trade this many times during the week? Don't you have the PDT rule? Well, I kind of go around the PDT rule by buying something and not selling it the same day, which, sometimes occurs a loss, but that's kind of how I go around it. So if you all out there, like, how do you, trade so many times during the week? That's how I do it. I just hold the stock, until market closed, then I'll trade the next day. So that's one way you can get around the PDT rule, just waiting. Or you can, think about the trades that you make throughout the week. But anyway, let's jump to the first one. First, let me go over what I have currently in my account. So this is the buying power. This is the amount. The market is still, trading, so that price is going to fluctuate. So I have my Walmart 210 call. So that's in the negative. Apple one's in the negative. Intuit's in the negative. Best Buy's in the negative. Neo put is in the negative. But these are, pretty far out. I have the JP Morgan, which is in the negative. Qualcomm, which is in the negative. SPY put, which is in the negative. And then I made, a pretty, I'll call it a YOLO play. So I have Pfizer, 105 contracts for Pfizer, and 2 contracts for Pfizer. So definitely putting a lot of emphasis on Pfizer. I still have my 1 share of Apple in this day trading account. So that's what I have so far. So let's go over the plays for this week that I had. So first we have Virgin Galactic. So that's ticker sign SPE or SPCE for Virgin Galactic Holdings. So let's look at that. So on here, if you see, I did execute on that one. So I had 1 contract that I sold I sold 2 shares. Let's go into the show more section. So I actually bought 2 shares for $37.20. And then I sold both of those shares for $40.38. I bought 1 contract for $54, and I sold that 1 contract for $61. So I have that on here. So the first one with the contract, that was a plus $7 gain. And then down here I have the other one, Virgin Galactic, which is $37.20, sold for $40.38 for a $3.18 profit. So sorry for the ghetto spread right here. Still, working on that Excel file, but should have that up soon, so it looks a lot cleaner on here. So going to the next one, we got Snowflake. So ticker sign Snow. So I also traded this one this week. It was fluctuating quite a bit this week, so definitely went and traded that one. So I had 2 shares that I bought, close to their IPO for $563.22, and I sold both of those shares for $509.22. So I took a loss on that. That was my biggest loss for the week as far as buying and selling. So Snowflake lost $54 on that one, but I bought at 563 and sold at 509.22. So sometimes you got to cut your losses, but if we look at where it's at now, it's at 228. So if I wouldn't have continued to sell at this price, this 254 price that it was at, I could have been in a worse situation, basically considering where it's at now, where it's in at the week at 228. So sometimes you have to go and cut your losses when something's not going up or going the way you want it to go. So I definitely am okay with taking that $54 loss on that one instead of going and taking an even further loss with it continuing to go down as the week ends. So the next one I have on here is GTT Communications. So GTT, we see on here it went up to $5.21 or 22 cents where it ended the week at. But I bought 5 shares at $5.34, and I sold at $5.04. So if I would have waited till the end of the week and sold, I would have regained some of my money back, but I still would have been down compared to where I bought it at. So I had cut my losses on that one just to regain some more capital into my account. So definitely cut my losses. Risk management is definitely, one of those things to consider when trading. So just bear that in mind. Learn from my mistakes. So learn from my mistakes when trading. Learn what I've done wrong, what I've done right, and try to make sure that you're doing it in your account to maximize your account. That's what this video is for. So we have GTT Communications, bought 26.70 and sold at 25.20 for $1.50 loss. So next we have Micron, which I traded this week, ticker sign MU. So if we go on them, I bought 1 share at $49.16, and I sold that share at $50.21. So I was able to lock in a profit for that one. The profit was $1.05. So pretty good profit on that one. So next one is NEO. NEO fluctuated quite a bit this week. Definitely didn't expect NEO to go up as much as it did. But it's kind of gone sideways after that. I tried to capitalize on some of that as this was going. So I have the NEO puts that I have, but as far as, earnings that I have as far as stocks that I have on here, this is for the 2 shares that I actually sold. So if I go to show more on here, so I bought 2 shares at $38.15 and I sold the 2 shares at $38.16. So, 2-cent gainer, I think, on here. So I haven't actually documented that correctly on here, but I'll go change that to show the 2-cent gainer, and I still have those puts out there. So, I don't have those on the list because those are still floating out there. And then these are the ones that I actually went through and sold for the actual profit. So going to the next one that I have on here, we got Carnival Cruise, ticker sign CCL. So let's go to Carnival Cruise. So Carnival Cruise, I bought 5 shares at $75.25, and I sold those 5 shares at $15 and at $76.66. So sold for a price of $15.33 each. Probably, could have held on to those for a little bit longer, but I think I got a pretty good exit point when I closed it out. If we go to the 1 week chart, I sold at $15.33. So, right around this time right here, as it started going up, I could have, waited to go to $15.80, but I really didn't know where that peak was going to end. So I just wanted to take my profits and get out. So it's basically what I did. I basically just rode it up until I was able to take profits, and I took profits on that. So $1.41 may not be a tremendous gain, but definitely is a gain nonetheless. Now, Tortoise acquisition, that one is not going to show up on Robinhood, but I was able to get $2.14 profit on that one. It doesn't pop up anymore because ticker sign SHLL, which is what I traded, doesn't exist anymore because the merger was complete, and now it is ticker sign HLYN. So that's for Helion. As you guys may have known, Helion merged with Tortoise acquisition, which was ticker sign SHLL, and then became ticker sign HYLN for Helion, which is the electric truck company. So the electric Class 8 truck company, Helion, and Tortoise acquisition completed their merger this week. And once that happened, Robinhood, cleared out all the information from Shell acquisition, and it no longer existed. So that trade happen before that. So I got that $2.14 profit on that. Now going to the next one, on here we have Wells Fargo, which ticker sign is WFC. I was able to execute on that one this week. I bought 2 contracts for $19 each for a total of $38. So both those contracts for $21 each for a total of $42. So I was happy to execute that one. And it was a pretty quick turnaround as well for that one. So I was happy that I was able to lock in profits on that one. So it was a $4 profit. Going to the next one, we got ticker sign VaxArt. So I think their ticker sign is VXRT. And so I traded that one as well. I bought 1 share at $7.37, and I sold that 1 share at $7.08 because it has started to go down. Now, you may say, why'd you sell it at that price? If we look at the chart, it has just continued to go down. So definitely cut my losses and was able to jump out of that, to me, at a pretty good price, especially considering it's ending the week at $681, which is way below, where I actually bought it at. So, sometimes when I look at stuff and I look at the stocks, it kind of is a win in my personal opinion if I'm able to cut my losses and still just lose a small amount of money compared to try to hold on something and try to have diamond hands or iron hands and hold on something forever and just be like, I'm just going to wait till it comes back. That I try not to do with my account because it is the day trading account. So, if you have something risk management wise and you can cut your losses, you see it starting to go down, just try to cut your losses if at all possible. And, don't think about, hey, I'm going to wait because it's going to go back up. Usually 9 times out of 10 when I've done that, it does not go back up. So just bear that in mind. It's just one strategy that I have. You can do your own strategy, but just giving you a tip on how I trade. So going to our last one, we have Solid Biosciences. Let's see if we can find them on here. So their ticker sign is SLDB. They're ending the week at $4.51. Looks like it's starting to curl back up. Went all the way up to $4.78. But I actually bought the stock at $5.53 and sold at $4.57. So it was another one of those that I bought high and I saw it continue to go down and I just cut my losses as well. So I bought at $27.65, sold at $22.87 to have a total loss of $4.78. If we look at where the stock is right now, we can see it's at $4.52, so it's still not back to even that level that it was at beforehand. So I think I made a pretty good decision in cutting my losses, especially considering I bought it, about $1 more than where it currently is located. So that brings the total week 4 to a loss of $41.86, which is not too bad in my personal opinion. Definitely dodged a couple of situations where I could have lost way more money, but it's a learning process. That is week 3. Drop a comment down below. Tell me which stocks you guys are looking at for the week next week. I know a lot of big moves are going to be made next week as well, and hope this video is helping you all out. Hope it gives you an insight on trading in general and some of the moves you can make in trading. Hope it just brings you good educational value to see the insight of what trading is like. Some weeks are good, some weeks are bad. Those people who are trading out there, those gurus who tell you, every week is a good week, I make profits every week, most likely are lying. All weeks are not, profitable weeks, and all weeks are not really bad weeks. We started off with a good week, $228 profit. Next week was pretty good, $10.77 profit. Then we have this $41.86, deficit, but the whole goal is to continue to grow the account to meet that goal. So as long as we're consistent with trading and learning from these moves, definitely learning from some of these where we lost the money at, then, if we continue to grow on that path, then you continue to learn and make better decisions to be a better trader. So good luck to everybody out there trading this week, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Thank you.